Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3 back with another kicking, you guessed it, graphic novel review. Today we are continuing our reviews. It's been a while, but now we are continuing our reviews of the 2016 Flash run that I believe is still ongoing. With The Flash Volume 7, Perfect Storm. I'm going to read the back of the book for you very quickly. Last Flash standing! Gorilla Grodd is dying from a disease that only the Speed Force can cure. Allied with Black Hole, Multiplex, Negative Flash, who we need a figure of quickly, and Raijin, Master of Lightning, Grodd comes to Central City to drain the energy from all of the speedsters. In the back of Barry's mind, Grodd is gnawing at his memories and scratching at scars, inflicting psychic wounds that may have lasting effects. All the fastest man alive can think about is saving the city and freeing Iris West, who is finally beginning to trust Barry again. When Barry Allen loses his speed, it falls to both Wally West's and the Flash of China to tackle Grodd and free the city's citizenry. When that proves futile, Barry is willing to cross lines he has never crossed before to regain his speed, and turns to Godspeed for help. This pivotal chapter in the Speed Saga will leave all the speedsters fundamentally changed, and relationships will never be the same again. Can they survive the fallout from Grodd's desperate gambit? There were actually some spoilers in there. I haven't read the back of the book before because I knew I was going to buy it anyway, so I never did. Star writer Joshua Williamson, Justice League vs. Suicide Squad, continues his smash hit run with art by Carmine D. Giandomenico, got it, Carlos Dienda, Dan Pacian, and Christian Deuce. Collects The Flash 39 through 45. I actually love the art in this run of The Flash. It looks like everything's moving quickly and even vibrating a little bit. It's great art. I love the art in this Flash run, and I love the art in this book. So Volume 7, Perfect Storm, continues the story we have so far. Lots of crazy stuff about Grodd. Grodd shows up. It turns out he was the one behind Black Hole the entire time. The Flash of China comes to visit. She's actually from Central City. She just does her superheroing in China with the Chinese Justice League. You remember all that, what was it? New Superman? I should read New Superman. It looks cool. You can only afford so many books, right? So Barry's taking Iris around, showing her the Flash side of his life because she knows all about the Barry side. And then Central City just kind of freezes in time and is moving like extremely slowly, and only speedsters aren't caught in it, and also people with the tech to keep them from being caught in it. So Multiplex shows up along with Raijin, Negative Flash, aka Mina, and Grodd, and they start just beating the crap out of Flash. They steal his speed and give it to Grodd, because remember Grodd's whole thing is like, I'm destined for the Speed Force. It's my right. I deserve the Speed Force. But he's also very sick and dying and needs the Speed Force to heal him so that he can, keep up his whole world domination thing. Pretty wild. But, yeah, Flash loses his speed, and the other Flashes kind of have to compensate for them. He keeps sending Wally and the Flash of China away, which is not grand, but he does. And he's like, Wally, you can't do it either. If I don't get my powers back, the city won't be saved. Like, he's talking like he straight up doesn't believe in the other Flashes. And he's also, and they notice that, and they're like, wow, fuck you, Barry. And Barry's like, Grodd kind of got into his head and was like, Barry, Iris won't love you if you're not the Flash. The Flash is who she loves, not Barry Allen. Barry Allen is a loser. I mean, look, his life was stagnant until he got the Flash powers. Loser? Who would love that? Pretty wild stuff. We get a lot of Wally West, though, and Wally West is best Flash. Let's just... It's true. He's better at it. And he's very popular. And Godspeed was in this book. You guys know I love me some Godspeed. Very, very much. Barry lets Godspeed out of prison because he's desperate to get his powers back. He's so desperate he lets Godspeed out, which is wild, which gets Godspeed back into the story, which is great. Barry does eventually get his powers back. They defeat and heal Grodd, but then Grodd tries to bring Central City down around them because he's like, if I can't have the Speed Force, nobody can. Grodd controls all the Flashes, makes them fight Barry, all this crazy stuff. Mina, Grodd has actually been controlling Mina, and that's why she seemed to go evil so easily. But all he did was piggyback on anger and hatred that she already had for Barry. So she's not actually evil. She was just manipulated by Grodd's mind powers. That being said, she does turn herself in and go to prison to pay for her crimes. She do. So they, Iris gets with Barry, they all reunite, blah, blah, blah. Mina is allowed to have some visitors. Someone contacts Godspeed and says they can make him a hero, because Godspeed wants to be a hero. Damian starts getting into contact with, Kid Flash, for Teen Titans stuff. And then Wally West, the one from the alternate timeline, meets Iris and she gets her memories back. But then Wally starts to get more memories back and he starts having Speed Force seizures because he's getting so many memories so fast and he's not in sync with the timeline or the Speed Force anymore because of his unique predicament in time and space. So yeah, that is it for The Flash Volume 7 Perfect Storm. It had great art. It was written very well. I like the story. Wraps up all the black hole stuff, which has been most of this Flash run. And it gets Godspeed back into action and sets up more Wally West stuff. And I've really been loving the Wally West stuff in this book. Ugh. He was also my favorite one in the Titans book. I love Wally West. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Motor Break coming in. Subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. That's it. Thank you all once again. And I'll see you all next time.